Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. Today I am cash planning for the, I forgot to put my date, pay of December 6th, 2024. I do have to apologize. I think my last video I ended up doing the cash planning, but I actually didn't do any stuffing. So I just ran out of time before I went on vacation, and then by the time I got back, it was just craziness. So I am using this week to get back on track and to make sure that I am sticking within my budgets. I did go a little bit overboard. Not while I was on vacation. I actually brought back some extra US money, which super excited about, because I can go and deposit that into our an account for our next trip, and then it'll just sit there and until we need it. But yeah, I don't know what happened. We got back to Canada and a little bit crazy. It was just so much easier after all the family togetherness to just use my debit card rather than using my envelopes and actually sticking to my budget. So this week I am getting back on track. It's my first pay for December. And so we are stuffing. For those of you who are just joining us, I use a cash envelope based budgeting system where all of my discretionary spending is actually withdrawn from my account. But I have to spend some time identifying how much money I'm actually going to be pulling out of my account. So what I do is in my monthly plan, and I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I go through and I actually identify what bills are going to be coming out of which pay. So you'll see here by the color codes, all of my pink ones are coming out of the December 6th pay. And so I leave that money in my account because it's just automatically withdrawn. And that allows me anything extra that I am not taking, that I am not planning for to pay my bills. I can go ahead and do some planning and put money into my spending needs for the next couple weeks until I get paid on the 20th, as well as my sinking funds that are really there to help me to save money, and then I only make purchases or spend the money that's in my envelope. So let's get to it. Okay, so I think I mentioned this in a couple of videos, but I really just like how I have these laid out. It doesn't make sense for my binders. So my binders are actually split out into how often I use them. So my pink purple one is I'm typically grabbing every week. My blue one is maybe once a month or even longer. And then my yellow one are things for once a year, like Christmas, Halloween, that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to divide it into that when I'm doing my planning, just so I can get a better sense of how I'm planning. So right now, I think what I'm going to do is just identify all of the ones in my purple one, because I think that's where I put most of my money. So I've got entertaining, my spending, gas, groceries, household, my husband's spending, restaurants. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So those are, I'm going to start with those ones, and then I'll move on to the sinking funds later on. So entertainment, we're in December, but my boys, so I'm part of a Canadian family of 4. So me, my husband, and our 2 boys, very heavily into sports, specifically hockey at this time of year. So I don't have a lot of free time in my life. So entertainment is typically nil, because my entertainment is actually watching the boys play hockey. or taking them to practices or games or stuff with the team. So I don't need to put a lot into there. So I think I'm just going to put $20. There's this really great thing in our area that you can drive through a bunch of Christmas lights. And so I think it's with my work, I get a little discount. And so I think it's only $10. So I was thinking of maybe using $10 for that over the next couple weeks. And then I don't know, that leaves us $10 for something. Maybe we'll have like a Christmas movie night and buy some candy and popcorn and drinks and stuff. So we'll see. But either way, I don't think I need a whole lot in my entertainment. My spending, this is a new envelope that I just started, and this is really my husband and I. We wanted to be able to, if we want to go get a coffee or I want to pick up a nail polish, like this is really my money to do with whatever I want. It doesn't need to have a purpose. It's just free money to do what I feel like doing at that time. If I want to save it, I can. And then add it to kind of next pay just to buy something more bigger. But either way, that's what they're. I think I'm going to give both of us $15 this week. And actually, I just realized, so my amount is $8.85. That's how much discretionary spending I have to do. So to keep me on track, I'm going to minus my 20 and then minus 30. And then Jeff is getting $15. So that gives us $8.35 to play with. My next gas is the same every 2 weeks, $1.25. So I don't really need to do any thinking about that. We split it because it's over a 2-week period. One of us gets $75, one of us gets $50. Whoever's doing the most driving that week gets the bigger amount. Typically, that's been me because I've been chauffeuring the kids around to all their practices. Anyways, so that's why I have that amount. Groceries. I feel we are out of a lot of stuff, so I didn't do a full grocery shop when I got back from our vacation. So I'm gonna do $500. For groceries, just because we're out of like everything, all the staples. So like milk, butter, all that kind of thing. Household, and I do also split that. So that's not one shop, that's actually 2 shops, so $250 each week. Household, I think we're okay for toilet paper and laundry detergent. I think we might need some soap, so maybe I'm just gonna put 15 just in case. And finally, restaurants again. That's the same amount every week. So that leaves us with $145. Now, I think another big one that I want to do is medical. Before we went on vacation, we had to get a few, there it is, prescriptions renewed, which is great, but I think it's down to nothing right now. So I do want to put at least $50 in there. Yeah, again, even though we're in Canada, we do have to pay for prescriptions as well as things like Tylenol, Band-Aids, that kind of stuff. I just always like to have about $100 in there just in case. We also have some expensive prescriptions that we need to refill, so it's always good to just have that money. In addition to medical, I think sports. I just got back from a tournament for my older son, and I depleted that a lot between hotel, food, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put 70 in there. That only leaves me with 20. And I have another tournament coming up in a little bit, so I need to build that up quickly. I do need to put $20 in subscriptions. 20. And then I think I will do $5 in emergency. There we go. So everything else is 0. So I'm just going to make sure that all of that adds up to $885. Perfect. Okay. So the next thing that I do is, again, because this is a bi-weekly pay, I need to make sure that I have the right denominations, especially for things like my groceries. So when I'm putting them in the envelopes, I know exactly, I don't have to like go around and wait for change. I've got my $250 that I can take for that week and use it at the grocery store. So I'm just going to go down the list here. So emergency, that's a 5. That's easy. Entertainment, 20. Aaron, I'll just give myself a 10 and a 5. So this one's a tricky one as well. So 125. So I typically do 2 50s, a 20, and a 5, just so again I can split it out into a 50 and 75. This is 250, so we're going to do 400s and 250s. Household is 15. Jeff is 15. Medical, we'll do 150. Restaurants, I like smaller denominations just because we may go to 2 restaurants. Maybe it's just like me taking the kids to get some food or on the way to a hockey game or something. So it's like we don't need the full 50. Sports. I don't think I need small bills for that. So we will just do a 50 and a 20. And subscriptions is a 20. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, and then 4. So that's 400. 300. 20 times 6. 120. 40, and then 25. I'll just make sure that that adds up. Make sure my math isn't awful. Perfect. Okay, so that is my budget for this week. So in my next video, I will be going ahead and cash stuffing my envelopes. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and we hope you see you in the. I hope we'll see you in the next one. Apparently, can't talk today. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, comments are fantastic. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.